Hi everyone, happy Tuesday. I hope you've had a good week so far. Please forgive me if I'm a little bit flat-faced or puffy-eyed. I recently lost someone, and yesterday, actually, someone I care about very much passed away. And I've been, grieving, which is natural, which is totally normal. But I didn't want to spend another week not doing readings. I really thought, since I did a whole week last week, I really thought it would be better to just kind of get back into reading and get back into my normal schedule, instead of letting, something just letting myself fall into a spiral. That's not my goal. I know 10 years ago that's something I would have absolutely done, and this person would have been there with me in that spiral because he was a very nice person. But I did want to make sure I got you guys a reading today, and I kind of wanted to do a basic reading with your overall energy, your spiritual energy, your physical energy, and your just a few more cards to get any kind of extra messages we need. And I did, meditate before this, so I do think I'm in a place where it's my energy right now shouldn't be affecting the reading. If I notice that happening, I'll obviously point it out. But I did want to let you know that if I do seem a little bit lower energy today, or at least a little bit more somber today than I do in other videos, there's reason behind it, and I will probably be doing a video soon talking about grief, because this has made me think a lot about my approach to death and my thoughts on life and the transitions we go through in life. So if you are interested in seeing that video, let me know in the comments. I'm probably going to do it, but your comments and your support are that much more incentive to actually put in that time and work. And it's something that I can do instead of, like I said, losing myself in a tunnel of darkness, which was my pattern years ago. I'm still working through those things, but I like being able to work. I like being able to provide a service that helps pull me away from being lost in one emotion for any long period of time, so that I am able to really go through the full gamut of my feelings and my experiences, and not let any one of those things keep me from moving forward. I'm always trying to move forward. I think that's important. I'll save most of my ideas for that other video. We're going to go ahead and get started. Take a moment to breathe. Take a moment to kind of get into that tarot zone, because I know I started this video a little bit heavy, but take a moment to really just think about what answers you're looking for, what questions you have in mind, and then as I read, really think about what pops into your mind first or second, those really early thoughts that pop into your mind as these come up, because it's generally your intuition saying, oh, this is pertaining to this part of your life, or this is pertaining to this. So really try to be aware of that as the reading goes, okay? And I'm going to take a breath myself. Thank you so much for being here. So let's look at your overall energy. I did pull a stone for today's reading, and it's the marble. The marble is a great stone for grounding. It's a wonderful stone for connecting to the earth. It's a good stone for recalling your memories. It really helps with memory recall if you keep it under or memory recall or dream recall. So if you keep it under your pillow while you sleep, it helps there. And if you're doing meditations for like memories and things like that, it can help you with that too. Okay? So what is the overall energy for this day, Tuesday, April 16th, 2019? It's the 16th, right? What is the overall energy for this day, for whoever this reading is meant for Tuesday, April 16th, 2019? Please and thank you. Please tell us the overall guiding message for whoever is here, whoever needs this message, from their higher self, from their spirit guides, their angels, what have you, those who guide them, to mine, to those who guide me, and send messages to these cards. Please let us know what their overall message is for this day, Tuesday, April 16th, 2019. Please and thank you. Softly, softly, the tender touch. So, this is a message to be gentle with yourself, be gentle with people around you. If you are going through some dark emotional times, if you are going through, things that just aren't what you hoped or expected them to be, really just let yourself go through it. Let it happen. Let these feelings happen. Don't beat yourself up for having these feelings. Don't beat yourself up for having these thoughts. And the same goes with people you interact with. If you talk to someone and you tell them how to do something and you tell them 3 times and they still don't seem to do it quite right, it can be very, very frustrating. But this is a message not to let that frustration affect the way you treat them. So really try to be kind with them, really try to be patient. There are lots of reasons why people have trouble or difficulty understanding things the way that we do, understanding how to do things the way we understand them. Sorry, I'm like sinking here in my seat. So really just try to be very gentle with whatever you come across today, whoever you're speaking to, whoever you're dealing with, whatever feelings you come across, whatever, just everything, just really try to be gentle today. Try to be soft in all of your approaches. Be kind to people, especially if you're going through something that has nothing to do with other people, something personal or emotional. It's really easy to take our feelings out on someone else. So really, really try to be cognizant of your behavior. Try to be aware of how you're treating people and whether or not that treatment is what they deserve, or if it's just you kind of lashing out a little bit more than you need to, okay? Again, be very gentle today, be very soft today. If you need to take some time to go into recluse mode, then that is okay for you, okay? So let's see what your spiritual messages are today, or your spiritual energy. For whoever this reading is meant for, please tell us their spiritual energy or any spiritual messages they need to receive on this day. For whoever this reading is meant for, please let us know what their spiritual energy is, or what spiritual messages they may need to receive on this day, Tuesday, April 16th, 2019. Please and thank you. You have the King of, or is that the Queen of Swords? You have the Queen of Swords? I think this is the Queen. I never really remember which crown is which. But I think the shorter crown is the Queen. So you have the Queen of Swords, I think. And the message here. I think spiritually, there's a part of you, and I'll tell you why I'm thinking what I'm thinking in a minute, because I honestly don't remember if this is King or Queen. I think spiritually, there's a part of you that you are suppressing, or you are denying or fighting against. And I'm feeling that just because she's basically eating the eye out of this cake. And for some reason, it's telling me that this cake, it's whatever it is that you're like eating from. If you're represented here, it's something that is sweet and good that exists within you. Something that is good, maybe not necessarily. I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's something that just feels good for you. It's something that you like, something that you liked a long time ago, that you were really into. But then for whatever reason, people told you, that it was wrong, or that it was nerdy, or that it was weird, or whatever. So you yourself started looking at it in a very different way. You started thinking about it as something to be hidden, as something to be destroyed, even as something to be forgotten and unwanted. And so you kind of just kind of swallowed it down. You just kind of held it within yourself. And sometimes, when you're alone, you think about it or you even indulge in it. Hopefully, it's not something that is harming other people. It's something that just feels good to you that people just don't like. But that doesn't mean it's harmful. That doesn't mean it's bad. And, you do kind of indulge in it when you get the opportunity. But unfortunately, you're in this position where right now you're just kind of, like I said, swallowing it down. There's a part of you that you want to embrace, but you're not really able to. And maybe it's just because you're thinking about it in this negative light. You're thinking of it as something to be ashamed of, or as something to hide because none of your friends like it, or none of your family member appreciates it or accepts it. So there's something in your spirit that you are just kind of you're stuffing down, you're just holding in, and it's like it's causing you to not be the truest version of yourself. Okay, just as we kind of have this like one eye kind of thing where it's like half of him is whole but sad and the other half is missing part of itself. Okay, so it's like there's part of you that you're just kind of you're holding inside, and it's hurting you. It's not serving you to hold it inside. It's not serving you to keep it a secret. And yeah, like letting it out could also be painful. It could also be troubling, but definitely what you're doing about it right now, the way you're thinking about it, the way you're approaching it is hurting you. It's harming you. So really be careful about whatever that is. Okay, let's see what your physical energy is. These are your physical messages concerning things like your job, your home, your mundane life in general, your relationships, etc., your health. So what are the physical messages, or what is the physical energy for whoever this reading is meant for? Please, for this day, Tuesday, April 16th, 2019, please and thank you to my higher self, to our higher selves, those beings that guide us. Please let us know the message on the physical level for whoever this reading is meant for this day, Tuesday, April 16th, 2019. Please and thank you. You have the Eight of Coins. And again, this is another deck where there's not a lot of story in the cards. So, I honestly don't remember what the Eight of Coins is supposed to mean. I'm going to look in my book here, and then I'll also take a look and see what the Queen of Swords means, if that's the Queen of Swords. So I have this like little notebook here, and maybe if you guys are interested, I'll do a video where I go through it and let you know what's going on in the notebook. It's not full yet, so there's still a lot of stuff that can be added. But for the coins, Eight of Coins, we have give yourself credit for the quality of work that you're producing. Okay, that's a nice message. And actually, I've got no problem with that for this reading. And maybe I'm a little bit off today, but I do feel like you've been doing something. You've been working towards something. You've been trying to make some sort of difference in your life, as we all are. That's a pretty general statement. But you specifically are feeling kind of down about it. Like, though you're not really, maybe you're not seeing the returns you expected. Maybe you're not seeing any returns yet. And you're feeling like it's been a little bit longer than you would like to get returns. We've all been there. Whatever it is, this is telling you to give yourself credit, to again be gentle with yourself, even if things aren't necessarily what you expected or what you thought they would be. Really be nice to yourself and say, okay, I'm still putting in the work, I'm still doing what I need to do, I'm still actively pursuing these goals. So even though it's not going the way I thought right now, that doesn't mean it's not going to improve. That doesn't mean I'm not going to get the results I deserve or need. What's coming to you is coming to you, okay? But really give yourself credit for the work you've done. If you've really just been beating yourself up about not getting things done, if you've been off schedule, and I do feel like a little bit this does relate to my personal situation because I have been off schedule. But I really try very hard to tell myself that it's okay. And sometimes that's to my own detriment because I'll put things off for a long time. But I tend to not beat myself up for being behind schedule, especially if it's a schedule I made. My whole mindset is basically, well, it happened. I'm late, so whatever. I'm not gonna stop going. I'm not gonna slow myself. I'm just not gonna be mad when I'm a little bit off schedule. I just tell myself I can catch up, and that's what I do. But you are in this position where you're kind of mad at yourself. You're kind of like beating yourself up. You're kind of telling yourself, I can do better. I have to do better. Oh, I just had a thought about the eight of coins. It also tends to have a message that you're working a little bit too hard, or you're putting yourself to the point. Again, there's that hermit energy. I think I mentioned that earlier for some reason. I don't remember why, but that hermit energy is here with the eight of coins, and like it's like you're spending so much time focusing on this work that you're not even able to see the fruits of your labor yet, because your focus is so much on the work that you're missing all of the stuff that has happened, all the positives. You're so hopeful and expectant about a specific positive, a specific outcome, that you're not seeing the outcome you've already brought about. So really be careful about that. And again, be gentle with yourself today. Really just let yourself feel what you're going to feel. Let yourself take some time if you need to take some time to relax. If you overwork yourself, you're going to get stressed out. If you overwork yourself, you're going to get exhausted. You're going to have problems. You're going to have trouble. Okay, so don't overwork yourself. Really, if you need to get out, talk to some friends, talk to people. Don't let yourself get too much into that hermit energy where you're so stuck in a cave of focus, of work, that you have forgotten every other aspect of your life, because that is when you miss all the beautiful and good things. Okay, so again, be gentle with yourself. Don't beat yourself up if things aren't going the way they are, and don't overwork yourself to try to get them going. If they aren't going the way you want them to be, don't overwork yourself to try to get them going that way. Okay, so let's pull a couple of cards just to see if there are any more messages that are needed today. So are there any more messages for whoever this reading is meant for? Are there any more messages that they need to hear for this day, Tuesday, April 16th, 2019? From my higher self to theirs, from theirs to mine, from our spirit guides, our angels, goddess, God, all those beings out there, our ancestors, all those beings that wish to protect us, wish to guide us in love and light. Please let us know if there are any more messages to carry with us as we continue on this day, Tuesday, April 16th, 2019. Please and thank you. You have Two of Wands. There's a choice. The High Priestess. You don't know everything. And Strength. You will get through this. I'm just going to look at the next card. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. Okay. So there's a choice here. You can choose. I want to get the light right. You can choose to go the easy way or the hard way. You can choose what you're doing or how you're responding to every situation today. So keep that in mind. Keep in mind that everything that you do, every response is your choice, okay? Even if it feels, like you're so emotional and you're so upset, and like the only answer is to react in anger or to react in one way. Really try to slow yourself down, because you choose your responses. Even if it takes you a split second to make that choice, it's still a choice you made. Even if it feels like an impulse, you still chose to indulge that impulse, okay? You choose how you respond to things. You choose how you behave. And, whether you make the right choice, it's really up to you. You don't really know all of the details here. You don't know everything, okay? So I think the message here is to really try to get in touch with your intuition, really get in touch with your higher self. Take some time to meditate, really take some time to try to look at this image or this situation from all sides, from all angles. But also really listen to what's inside of your heart. Listen to what's in your spirit. Because with the high priestess, that's the energy of it's the energy of a fulfilled or nearly fulfilled being. However, this high priestess, she's not fulfilled. Like there's we have this crescent moon, so like the whole story, the light of the moon, it's not there. We also have these two pillars of light, but one of them is being blocked by her body, by the high priestess herself. And she's floating on water. So water typically represents emotions, it typically represents your feelings, it represents your intuition, your feminine energy. It represents very soft, feminine, gentle energy, nurturing energy. So when you move forward in this situation, accept that you don't know everything. Accept that not everything, not all the lights are available to you. Not everything is clear to you. But you will be moving forward with this kind of, if you move forward with this kind of acceptance, you will be feeling that you're going towards fulfillment, that you're going towards, where you're supposed to be, okay? And then we have the strength card. They're both facing the same direction. They're both kind of moving forward towards where they need to be. And with strength, it's another eight. You have another eight here. So we have the eight of coins, and then we have this eight here. So again, we have that possible kind of studious energy, that kind of very kind of strict energy. And I think that's actually kind of what you need. Again, with that eight of coins, be careful of getting too deep into that. But I think this studious kind of strong foundational energy is what you need. Get yourself grounded and really rely on that strength, rely on that power of yours that a lot of us tend to deny within ourselves. Don't deny that power within yourself. In fact, take some time to get to know that power. Take some time to really indulge in trying to understand what that means. Okay, what it means to be strong, what it means to be powerful, what it means to be, I guess, a priestess. Okay, and I know, like, whether you're masculine or feminine in nature, however you are, we all have that feminine energy within us. We all have that creative, kind of nurturing, intuitive energy. And that's what a lot of pagans mean when they discuss the feminine and the masculine. It's not the way we think of it in society. It's really just about the qualities of that energy. And I think it is really important because strength is more of a masculine energy, but the high priestess is a very feminine energy. So I think it's really important that you really delve into yourself and really figure out, where your strength comes from, what keeps you going even in hard times. What is it that brings you that sense of power, that sense of peace, and that sense of understanding that the high priestess is looking for? And she's looking for understanding because, like I said, not everything is clear, okay? So really take some time to learn and understand yourself today. And again, as with our overall card, be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with this whole process. It is not going to be easy, and it is not going to be all light and fluff all the time, but it is necessary for your healing and your growth. So be gentle with yourself, be kind with yourself, and again, don't get yourself lost in that eight of coins energy. Don't get lost there, but absolutely indulge it a little because you got this strength card and you got the two of wands, and the choice really how you deal with this situation, how you get into touch with that intuitive energy of yourself, that feminine high priestess energy, how you do that, how you really kind of get into touch with your strength, that's really a matter of choices that you have to make. It's really up to you. No one else can tell you how to do things. The cards only serve to tell you where you are now and to give you advice to guide you towards a better outcome, but they can't really tell you, it's not a clear this is exactly what you need to do kind of thing. It's really telling you this is where you are, this is where your energy is heading, and this is what you can do if you'd like to change that energy or if you'd like to continue that energy. It's not going to tell you, you need to quit that job right here and right now. It's not going to do anything like that. So the hard work is it's still there for you. You still need to do it so that you can get the answers that you need. I hope that helped. I hope this reading was enjoyable for you. Really sorry it started off kind of heavy. It's just one of those days. I hope you have a beautiful and amazing night, and remember always that I love you. Bye.